So good morning this morning. I've got grandkids downstairs asleep, so we've come upstairs for our yoga for everybody. So hang on, we'll get all set up. I tried to find a corner that was big enough. Anyway. Okay, so I just told Facebook and now Instagram. We're just live. The YouTube channel, they're doing some maintenance on it, so I couldn't record right now, but it'll come up later. So we'll be live here today for our yoga for everybody. I've got grandkids downstairs, so I found a little corner upstairs that I think will work. So get your chairs ready. Okay, let me make sure you can see my feet. Awesome. Okay, you'll notice that we have a ball and a block. And can you see me with that? Thought you could. Let me close these a little bit more. Okay, I'll even scoot up a little bit. So, notice that I think the thing that's so amazing about what we're doing is that here we are finding any little corner to move our bodies. And I think that more than anything, that's probably the most beneficial thing that you can do. Find a spot, find a place, pause, breathe, move. The movement, I will teach this over and over about yoga. It's not about, it has nothing whatsoever to do with yoga poses. Yoga is not about poses. Yoga is about your connection with your body, your mind, and your spirit. So as we move this morning, we have that opportunity. So go ahead and close your eyes. Sit tall. Notice I'm right on the very edge of my chair. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting that breath wash up and down the spine. There's a quote that I kind of wanted to start class with today. And it's just even a piece of a quote, but it resonated with me. So without judgment, we can make almost anything holy. H-O-L-Y. Not full of holes, but holy in that it is sacred, special, revered, admired. So I'll say that quote again. Without judgment, we can make anything holy. And then go ahead, and here we go. So one of the things this morning that we're going to do is we're really going to work on the back of our hamstrings, our legs, okay? Summer months give us the opportunity to be outside more, to just celebrate nature. I hope you're getting outside. Here in Utah, it is really hot, so we go out early and we stay out later. In the middle of the day, Usually we try to find shade, okay? So as you practice this morning, okay, as you find yourself moving and breathing, celebrate you, your movement, your body, just the way it is. I was reading a post the other day on Instagram, and it was a gal that had had a stroke. And because of the stroke, she gained some weight. And she talked about how it took 1.5 years, but every day she recommitted to move her body. I hope you'll do that. I hope every day you will find opportunities to move, to shift, okay? So we are going to start this morning with our balls. We didn't use those the last time. Okay, it's just a racquetball. You're putting it underneath your foot, and you're just finding that give and that take. I'm going to actually shift this one little bit. So here I come again, close. Good morning. I want to be able. Can you see my chair there? And I'll help you get more of the. Oh, you should see what I've got built up here so that we can do this morning upstairs. Okay, so you're finding pressure points. You're finding things that are tight, okay? I missed last week. We were on family vacation camping. We had a blast. You're finding tight places, okay? So I'm going to put a little plug in today. There is a foot zoner at Purify if you live in Utah, if you live in Utah County, even if you live in Salt Lake or Kaysville or north, or even south, right? I would drive up and visit this gal. She's amazing. So I've noticed it's not a, she's a foot zoner. Anyway, she's at Purify Wellness Center. And she's pretty fabulous. I have totally enjoyed. Go ahead and move it to the other foot. Now, some of you might say, well, how is this yoga? Okay. When you feel the pressure points, maybe it just feels wonderful. Maybe you hit a point that's like, oh, that's a little tender. Stay there for a little bit and breathe. But as you work these feet, right, these pressure points, this is our foundation. We walk on this all day long. I'm going back to the quote, without judgment, we can make almost anything holy, special, sacred. One of my favorite translations of the sutras talks about being devoted to a sacred practice. I hope that every morning, even if getting out of your chair is just like impossible, recommit, okay? So I do this every day, okay? Every morning you'll get a ball out and you just find some places to roll. You'll notice, go ahead and come off the ball and just hold the feet still. You'll feel the tingle. If you've got a lot of neuropathy, you might not feel that, but it still is sending increased blood flow, sensation up through the body, okay? This is your foundation. Okay, so we're gonna do things kind of like a little quicker because I want to get to some, let me turn sideways so you can see this. So I've got the block. You can use books. The beauty about being at home and doing yoga is you can create yoga with almost anything, right? So go ahead and you're just reaching the heel towards the floor where the ball of the foot is there. A great big book, a stair. So if you're like, okay, Debbie, I'm gonna take my phone over to the stair and do this on the stairs, perfect, okay? You do not want to go past a 90-degree angle with that knee. So that block can move a little more forward if you're doing that. You're gonna actually hinge at the hips and Notice that I'm keeping the back flat. So as you hinge at the hips, find that you might feel some movement, some sensation, and then come back up. And you're gonna go forward again. You're hinging at the hips. We're just warming those legs up. Come back. Notice my toes are not curled around the block. See if you can stick them up in the air. That is a skill in and of itself. Come forward and take that lean and come back. One more. Take the lean. Actually, I lied. We got one more. This time you're going to come forward in the lean. Lean as far as you can. Just kind of, you may not be able to, is my back straight? Is my back straight? If you'll try to pull your shoulders back and the head back as you hinge, more often than not, you get it straight. What we normally do is here, okay? But now I want you to hear. So go ahead and tuck your chin and just round down. You may not come very far. You should feel a little bit of a stretch right through the lower mid back. There's more pressure here because the weight has come forward, so you'll feel a little bit more stretch on that calf. You'll actually feel this quad engage, and then go ahead and come up and release. Let's do some ankle circles. You don't have to do these on the block. You can totally just do those on the floor. Okay, second side. Let's turn around to the other side. I tried to make it so that I could go both directions and you could see. Plant that and reach that heel down, right? Finding that stretch through the calf and the straighten of the back, and then lean and then come up and lean, yeah. Come up. There's number 3, we do 5 of them. Come up. And some of you might still be thinking or just watching and saying, that can't possibly make a difference. You'd be amazed. You'll never know until you try. Go ahead and take the lean and now take the curl. Putting a little bit more weight forward, you'll feel a stretch, more work in the calf. You should feel, if you'll tuck your chin, you'll feel a little bit of a stretch right here in the mid to low back. This quadricep, as you hold it, starts to engage because you're kind of holding this position and the muscles are like, excuse me, what's going on? You'll feel a little stretch in the hip and slowly unwind. Beautifully done. Okay, go ahead and take your knees as wide as you can. You don't have to have them wide, but again, we're honoring this. You can be wider than 90, but I don't want you narrower, okay? There are places to go narrower. This isn't one of them. With the hands on your thighs, lengthen through the body, take the lean. Okay, you'll feel this on the inner thigh. Okay, we're warming up. Go ahead and come back. Notice we don't just sit and hold. We move in to a position and back out, and into the position and back out, and into the position, right? And back out. And then this is number 4, in and come back out. And then one more, in and hold. And in this one, you're gonna do the same thing. Tuck your chin, round it down. You might not come very far. Your belly might get in the way, okay? It's all right. You just come to where you can, and maybe some of you can really, this is like a place that you've got that flexibility, go for it. And then slowly unwind, okay? Don't fall off your chair, and work these feet back in. We're gonna take some hip circles, okay? Go ahead and just lift and out and in. Notice I've leaned back in my chair to get that, okay? You may have to hold on, okay? And then reverse that circle, okay? We've done 3 circles both ways, okay? And then plant. Pause and notice this leg versus this leg. There is more sensation as we've done one extra pose, one extra movement, okay? That is this amazing body. I always get so excited when I pause and pay attention to what did that help me feel, right? Okay, Alrighty, here we go, second leg. Notice this one, I'm not letting it move, I'm trying to hold it really still. Okay, and then go the other direction, up and around, and I am leaning a little bit back. You can totally put your hands on the chair to support. Okay, oh yeah, and then pause. You might hear a little click, click, click in your hip, and that's totally fine. Okay, go ahead and just, this is cat-cow for the spine. I'll do it from the side. Curl it open. You let the chin lift slightly. Okay, you've got a really, this is a back bend, yes. And then round, this is a curl. So we call this a back bend. We call this a curl or a round, okay? This a back bend. This you can do driving in the car. You can, right? You can still look and move, okay? We're gonna add a barrel roll. Now that's something you're like, what? Okay, that means we're taking still that same movement here, but we're adding a side forward, side back, side forward, side back. People might think you look funny if you're doing this on the road. Tough beans, that's what I say, okay? This opportunity to move your body. Go ahead and reverse it. Yeah, both directions. So coming in, finding that movement. Our bodies are meant to move. Take some deep breaths. One more. And then come back to your seat. Roll through those shoulders. Roll them forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Go back, up, forward, and down, and back, up, forward, and down. And then one side and the other side. And then forward and back, and forward and back. We want to find every avenue. Some of these you might go, oh, Dad, my body doesn't move very good here. It's okay, right? Go ahead and take an ear towards the shoulder. Now, many, many times you'll see this, and that's the pull on the head. I don't want you pulling on the head, but you can put the hand here and push the head up, and then the hand resists. That is the safest stretch. This one pulling down, too much weight on that neck, okay? That neck are some little vertebrae that go up into your skull. So here, I've got the hand. Now you might say, oh, I can't even get my shoulder up. You're fine here, okay? Go ahead and lift this other arm slightly, okay? The tilt is this way. I'm bending the head and I'm pulling that back. Go ahead and bend this elbow and reach back behind a little bit more. Yeah, and then come back and reach up. This side of the neck feel. Something's going on Instagram or on Facebook where it's bleeping and I'm not quite sure what's going on. Sorry, guys. Come over to here. Okay. If you want to be here, you're fine, but you're pulling away. It's like you're trying to get your head to lift, and the hand is preventing it. And it's not going very far. That's the best. Go ahead and lift this arm. Okay, and so even if you're here, right, bend the elbow, pull it back, and release. Tuck your chin. Close to there. You'll feel it in between your shoulder blades. And then lift the chin. Now, as you lift the chin, let's go through a little bit of alignment, okay? I want you to feel like somebody's tugging on your ears and you're going to double chin. The back here, right? It sounds goofy. And then you can lift the chin. That way the back of the neck's engaged. As you pull back, you'll feel shoulder blades pull together. So double chin it. Lift the chin, hold the shoulders down. opening through the heart. Notice the breathing here. The inhale is actually grander and even easier. And then come back to center. So moving our bodies is a way to help our body breathe, get more oxygen. We know that getting more oxygen into our body is beneficial, okay? So pause. I want you to notice your feet, your ankles, your calves. We've worked all of those. Your hips, we've worked those a little bit. Your shoulders, your neck, even your spine, okay? So it's been a beautiful overall warm-up. I record every one of these and make them public, okay? They are on Instagram Live, on the IGTV, okay? On Facebook, I will post a link on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel, Debbie Arnell, really original. And all of these are posted. The reason I do that, there is such a benefit from moving the body, okay? So we're gonna kind of incorporate a couple of these things into some movement, okay? Into some movement that you can do against your kitchen counter. So I want us to get out of the chair. We all have to get out of the chair. We have to go to the bathroom. We have to get up and eat. We have to get to our cars, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and stand up, okay? I'm gonna turn sideways. We'll use those later so that you can see me, okay? So we're gonna warm up here first. That is not going to work. I will come closer. Reach it back, go just straight, just straight back, stretch. Now, you might be here, okay? You might not know, but you can maybe reach up and feel, oh yeah, that's rounded, okay? So what we wanna do is bend the knees and stick the rear end up, okay? I call it mooning. I know all of you know what that means. Go ahead and reach with the arms. Maybe your shoulders are an issue and you need to drop one or you need to drop both. But we're gonna reach, we're gonna come up, tuck. So my tailbone tucks under, my chin tucks. Same kind of movement, come here and stretch. Try to get your ears between your arms. Come back up and round. Go back down and stretch. Come back up and round. Go back down and stretch. We're gonna do 10 of these, that's 3. Round, here's 4, back and stretch, okay? Round, okay? Remembering our quote, and stretch. Without judgment, we can make almost anything holy. So I want you to think about that. Think about the opportunity we're taking. Here's number 7. Sometimes I count like Tacky the Penguin. And here's number 8. Reach and stretch. And here's number 9. And stretch. So.
Which would you rather me take?
I don't care. I don't care. Just take one. You're going to see a flash of a husband in just a minute. He's going to walk through and round and up. Here's number 10. I hope you were kept going because then you got 12 or 13 of them in. And then go ahead and walk all the way back into your chair. And we'll just watch him walk right through. Hey, when you're at home, you're going to have that happen. All right. So we're going to try and add all these together. Please keep a chair handy, okay? Maybe some of you go, I don't need a chair, I'm fine. Fantastic. But I want you to keep a chair handy just in case, okay? You'll walk as close as you can. The arms are gonna raise, right? Maybe you can get, do you remember that double chin that we did? See if you can double chin here, lift the chin, and maybe the arms move a little bit further behind. All of a sudden, we're creating a little back bend, okay? Lengthen up. Go ahead and look up, but don't let yourself look up like this because you can hear what I do with my throat. Okay, that's a collapse in the back of the neck. Pull back on the ears, double chin. Lift the chin, and then let the arms move back. And maybe they don't. You are welcome to do goalpost arms, okay? If you're doing goalpost arms, you're feeling like these are stuck in the door jamb, and you're gonna just push your heart through the door, right? Creating that, okay? And then notice, oh, my head's forward, so you've gotta remember, double chin, lift the chin. Take a deep breath into your chest, into your rib cage. So, arms up, arms here. Maybe you can't do arms. Turn your palms out. So the thumbs are facing me. Notice that rolls the shoulder on the back. Slightly bend the elbows. You can get that same thing here. If you're like this, then you're pulling the chin back, right? And lifting the chin here. Maybe that's all you can do. Fabulous. Okay. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, find your chair and step it back for the stretch. Okay, beautifully done. Now, you got two options. You can stay here for another breath, or you can bring your hands to your thighs and round. Okay, just tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, and then you're gonna come back. You can grab the chair again and lengthen, and then you're gonna walk in. And raise the arms, or maybe not. Maybe what you do is you walk in and you just turn the palms out, bend the elbows slightly to open the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take the stretch. Hands on the thighs, curl and round. It's an exhale. Inhale. Come back to the lengthen. And exhale. Walk in. Okay, shoulders up and around, bend the elbows, open through the heart. Inhale. Or lift your arms up, double chin, lift the chin, reach it back. Take another breath. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Step it back. Reach and stretch. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale, curl. You can, look, I'm holding on to the chair here, or here you can get a little bit more curl, but you can totally do this from here. Inhale, lengthen again, and exhale, walk back up, and inhale, lift. Remember, the lift can be just an open. Inhale up, double chin, lift the chin, open, exhale, plant the hands, stretch it back, find length. Okay, so on your kitchen counter, what you're looking for is a little dip right there. Okay, not this. That is not stretching the spine. Well, it actually is, but it's not using any of these lower back muscles. So we want to use them. This is our natural spine. So we're coming to that natural spine. We're going to do 3 more of these. Okay, inhale, reach it up. Wherever your arms are, I'm going to do these next ones right here. Notice I can get just as much curl in my spine. Exhale, step it back, reach. Inhale, and exhale. Notice what I did. You can get an extra one in if you'd like. Hands to the thighs, round it again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk it in. Inhale up, and exhale, 2 more. Go ahead and inhale up, double chin, lift the chin, reach. Plant the hands, step back, lengthen. No, without judgment, okay? Maybe you think this is such a little bit of movement. I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. Inhale and exhale, round. Stay up there for another inhale and an exhale. Come back in, lengthen, walk in. Inhale up, double chin, lift the chin. Open and down. Last one. Here we go. Inhale up. Open the heart. Double chin, lift the chin. Ooh, maybe a little bit more. You can totally do that here. You can totally do that here.
come back in, stretch, lengthen. Last time we'll be here today. Take another breath. Stay a little longer. Can you double chin here and lift the chin slightly? Now, I want you to do just the opposite. I'm going to put this hand down so you can see my head. I'd like you to tuck without tucking your spine. Tuck your chin so I'm still neutral spine here. My waistline and rib cage are hugging up. Tuck the chin and lengthen the back of the head. And then lift, double chin, lift the chin, and then come back and tuck, lengthening. We're staying here. You should feel some active work going on in the hips. One more, double, pull it back, double chin, right? Lift the chin, and then just maybe come a little lower. And then tuck the chin and lengthen the spine, tighten the waistline. Come all the way back in. Now, some of you might go, whoa, Dad, that was a ton on my hamstrings. Those hamstrings are important, and they don't get worked as much as we'd like, okay? Come back to your chair and sit and pause and breathe. So this morning's class is going to be a little bit shorter, but I wanted you to find some things. You can do one of those. Say you're cooking in the kitchen. You get the pot on the stove, right? You get whatever you're ready. Maybe you're not cooking on the kitchen. Maybe you go out to the barbecue, right? You put something out. Or maybe you're chopping salad, okay, at the counter, or vegetables or fruit, okay? Couple cuts, couple chops. Put the knife down, please, right? Step back and find that stretch. Round it, lengthen it, round it, lengthen it. Maybe you're out in the yard working, okay? Put your hands on your thighs, round it, stretch it, round, okay? Move. This particular barrel roll, oh, one of the best things. I do it every single morning. I do these things. Yeah, I'm kind of tied to the results, and we're not supposed to in yoga, supposedly. But I love the results, and the results is that you can move. There is an ability to just find freedom of movement, ease in doing things, okay? So close your eyes. We're going to end class just right sitting here. I can hear kids downstairs. They're going to be running up in a minute, okay? If you, regardless of whether you're Instagram or Facebook, Instagram, this will be on my IGTV channel, okay? Facebook, it will come up and I will repost the link to YouTube once it's completed. Take some deep breaths. How do you do Shavasana? I love seated Shavasana. I often do this on the ground. It's kind of a precursor to meditation. Sit up as straight as you can. If you find that your mid-back starts to ache after just a moment of sitting up, that is very normal. Go ahead and do your barrel rolls again. We're going to do one breathing exercise as we get ready to go, okay? Side to side, okay? The breathing exercise is this. It's what they call an Ujjayi breath, okay? It's in through the nose and out through the nose. It doesn't mean that you're blowing your nose, like blowing boogers out, right? You inhale through the nostrils. You can hear the back, you can hear almost the sigh, right? And then the exhale is done the same way, using the muscles of the throat, pull the air down into the abdominal cavity, okay? So the inhale is here, and the exhale is, and the inhale, and the exhale. Mouth is closed, exhale the breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Anytime you're feeling stressed or worried. The world we live in now is crazy. It's amazing how fast the craziness happened. It's okay that it did. Why is it okay? Because we're taking no judgment, right? So without judgment, we can make almost anything holy. Even chaos of COVID-19, even chaos of COVID-19. Bring your hands to your heart center. Have a wonderful day, a marvelous weekend. I'll see you next Thursday. Namaste. The divine, the great, the good within me sees that same divinity, goodness, and greatness within each of you, and I bow to that greatness. Namaste.